Okay, this is question 3 on the higher paper, no, non-calculator paper. Here, this question, let's just read it first. Bill uses his van to deliver parcels. Alright, so as you said, he uses his van to deliver parcels. For each parcel he delivers, there's a fixed charge plus £1 for each mile. Use the graph to find the total cost of having a parcel delivered by Bill. And the first part, they said, is how much is that fixed charge? How much is that fixed charge? Well, the fixed charge is the amount you pay no matter what, right? So if the journey, if 0 miles was covered, how much was going to be paid? The fixed charge, pick that up from there. Alright, so if we look at the graph, the fixed charge is the line meets the y-axis in this case, and it's £10. Fixed charge is £10. Okay, looking at part B. Okay, in part B, right there, let's have a look at this. Ed uses a van to deliver parcels. So Ed is somebody else. In the previous part, we were looking at Bill. This is Ed. For each parcel Ed delivers, it costs £1.50 for each mile. There is no fixed charge. So there's no fixed charge, right? Make sure you understand what that means. What that means is that if you travel, the only amount you pay for is how many miles you travel. So if the parcel, it needs to be delivered 0 miles, you pay no money whatsoever. Compare the cost of having a parcel delivered by Bill with a parcel delivered by Ed. And this is a very sort of difficult type question because it says compare. So I'm actually gonna go back up to the graph and see what this means. Now if I pull this down a bit, right, but I just want to leave some information down here so we could see a bit of everything. Alright, now think about this. They said we've got the graph for Bill. Right, so this bit here is Bill's graph. We need to draw a graph for Ed. Now, in Ed's case, his graph is going to start there. There's no fixed charge. And also, for every parcel he delivers, the cost is only going to be £1.50 for each mile. So, if it was 10 miles, how much would you expect to pay? So, for 10 miles, you would pay 10 times £1.50, which is £15. So for 10 miles, you're going to pay £15, and I think £15 is going to be sort of halfway there. Now I could see a problem because now I'm sort of trying to measure halfway. Let's just check and try 20 miles. So for 20 miles, you're going to pay 30 quid altogether. Right, so for 20 miles, it's 30 quid that you're going to pay. 20 miles, and that takes me bang on there. I'm actually going to do one more. I'm going to try for 40 miles. Now, all of this makes it easy because I was just doubling each way. So for 40 miles, I know it's going to cost 60 quid. So for 40 miles, it's going to cost £60, which is all the way up there. And I should use crosses for these, so that you could see it clearly and the examiner knows exactly what you're on about. And I actually have 4 points because this one here is a point as well. So join all of these up, and I know I'm going right because everything's on a straight line. Join them up, and there it is. Now we need to understand what that means. Before I continue, I just need to say that the line at the top is Ed's. Now, what does this all mean? Alright, I'm going to go back downwards to the bit for my writing, and I'm going to try to compare the cost. Now, what I noticed along this is, if a package was going to be delivered more than 20 miles, Ed was going to be more expensive. His line is above Bill's line. So if a package was going to be delivered for more than 20 miles, Ed is more expensive than Bill. If a package is going to be delivered for less than 20 miles on this side, Ed is cheaper than Bill. Ed is cheaper than Bill. So that's what I'm going to say in my comparison. 4 packages delivered more than 20 miles. Ed is more expensive. For packages delivered less than 20 miles, Ed is cheaper. Okay, and I think I've said enough there. There's 3 marks for that. I'll get marks for the stuff I've put on the graph. I'll get marks for the information there, and that should get me full marks for this. Okay, make sure you get these marks. Look at this a couple of times, make sure you understand it, get these marks.